Blur and Out of Time. They're joking, there's 2 hours to go. On XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. A new leaf, bit of a blow at the Sonys. Not like that. I mean, you know, we were taken aback.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. We've got guests. Jonathan Ross won, and he has guests, so we're going to have guests in. One of which is sort of a tie-in. He's going to explain himself. It's Dr. Fox, Dr. Neil Fox, popped in for a chat. It's a pre-record, we've got that. Although live, in the second hour, we're going to have a chat to the girls from Tattoo, who are upstairs at the moment in Capitol, and they're going to pop down and have a little chat with us. So we're really trying to, you know, make this more of an interactive show. We don't know yet whether we're going to give up or not. It depends how this show goes. Yeah, look forward to that. But we got some great. We went down to the big library, so we don't have to rely on 4 Non-Blondes and the you know, the 2 jam tracks that are up here. We went down to the big library. And, we've got some great tracks, Steve, haven't we? We've got some classics. Should we play one now?
Well, before that, I just remember that some of the criticism we received, I think, was that we're perhaps not taking into consideration the listeners. A lot of radio shows, they cater very much to the community, to the area which they're broadcasting. They interact with the listenership.
Where's the fun in that?
I agree.
Well, for me, really.
I'd just like to justify why we don't tend to correspond or interact with the listeners. Here's a typical email from Vicky, age 25. She asks, do you ski? Rick, that's her question.
No, I
do you ski, yes or no?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Right, there you are. Thanks, Vic. Brilliant. Keep those coming in.
See, he's turned him against us, Karl. What do you think, Karl? What do you think of Steve's attitude there?
It's alright.
More insight like that coming later.
Black Grape, Kelly's Heroes, and XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Okay? Proper radio. As you know, we're a bit gutted that we won nothing at the Sony Awards. We found out that, on the panel was, Dr. Fox, probably one of the greatest, DJs in the world.
One of the great living broadcasters.
I certainly think that he's up there.
Yeah.
With Tarrant, John O'Coleman. And so,
Chris Moles.
Great Chris Moles. We asked him to, he's also on the, Pop Idol panel, so he can make and break people. So, we asked him, basically, to explain himself. Why did we win nothing? Why were we so bad? This is what he had to say.
The award, guys, was called the Entertainment Award. Right, now, in itself, I think that should probably tell you something about what should be on the tape. There should be some entertainment. And, it just wasn't very entertaining, actually. I don't mean that sounds quite horrible sitting here in front of you now, but it just wasn't very entertaining.
But fundamentally, what elements did you not find entertaining?
The fact that it didn't seem entertain me at all was part of it. I mean, it's a bit of like, how long's a piece of string, isn't it? What is entertaining?
We have talked about string on the show before, though.
Then there were loads of people I'd never heard of in my life, and some of those were perhaps a bit more entertaining than you. The people that got silver, I think they were called Joe and Twiggy. They worked for a station in the Midlands, I think Trent FM. They were actually pretty funny.
Funnier than ours stuff.
Yeah, yeah, they were actually. Yeah, they were funny, and they seem to sort of understand their local. They seem to understand their market a bit more. And then I got onto yours. I think, oh, great, Ricky Gervais. Yeah, he's really funny in that program, isn't he? I must watch that. I'm going to absolutely die laughing here. And oh God, it was painful.
How would you have improved it, just listening?
Bit of humour, be quite good. Bit of humour, essential, I would think, to an entertainment show. A bit of prep, you know, a bit so get in there and actually think about what he's going to do, perhaps.
Well, right, okay.
Well, thank you, Dr. Fox, for your honesty. We've got to the bottom. While you're here, can I just show you this? That lump. Do you still do prescriptions?
Dr. Fox there.
He was, you know...
He was honest, he was blunt.
He was blunt, you know,
I'd like a second opinion. I'm only joking, he's not actually a doctor. In fact, well, he used to be called Dr. Fox, and now he just calls himself Neil Fox. I think he's been struck off.
No, he's Neil Fox, MD.
Right.
He's just,
I wondered if there was some malpractice, that something happened.
I mean, we
Someone was under, and he sort of, you know, he went a little bit crazy.
Let's leave it there!
Yeah.
Because Froggy will not take that lightly.
Who?
Froggy.
What do you mean Froggy?
He's Dr. Frog now, he's changed it to not Fox. He hated Fox.
But are we going to heed his criticism? Because it was there was no preparation, we weren't funny, fair enough.
Yeah.
There was just really no content
We didn't care about
we didn't care about the show.
The demographic we were meant to be aiming at.
Just sounds like a lot of work, all that.
Well, I think what we can do is we can take it all on board and immediately forget it and carry on, because it's easier. What about that?
Brilliant.
I'll tell you what we could do, though. Play some bloody great tunes.
Well, thanks very much.
Athlete, you got the style on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, innit? Alright?
Brilliant.
Well, you know, the funny thing was, the day of the Sonys, the radar figures came out. That's the body that tells exactly how many listeners you've got, etc. And, XFM went down a little bit, across the board. Except one show, Steve, that went up 34%.
Keep talking.
Well, what show do you think that was?
I'm trying to think. Would it be Zoe Bourne? No. Would it be Christian Connell Breakfast Show?
No. It was this little mother of a show.
Really? Up
Yeah.
34%?
Yeah. Everything else went down. We went up 34%.
Yeah.
So, maybe Dr. Fox should be listening to those figures.
Indeed.
Yeah. Will we get a pay rise? Will we get a 34% pay rise, Carl?
Ooh, up to 80 quid a month.
No, because for the last, 2 years, there's been nothing there, and you've still been getting the same money, haven't you? That's the way it works.
There's been what, there?
You're not paid per listener, are you? It's just... You know what I mean?
It seems like it.
I think they've each given us 5 pence.
Exactly.
I went along to, I came in from the presenters meetings I've never been to one before. A presenters meet, I didn't know they existed. And I just came in to annoy Carl, it was about 5 to 6, so I was gonna get him as he knocked off, we're gonna have a
Sorry,
pint.
and the presenters meeting is what? That's where they dish out which amusing news stories they're gonna read out, is it?
Yeah, or no, what order they're gonna play, Athlete, Coldplay,
Right.
the Vines. And, I went upstairs, all the people were there, and, quite interesting, wasn't it? Carl?
Yeah.
You know why the figures went down a little bit?
Go on.
The war.
Is that what they said?
The war, yeah. At one point, I said to Carl, just how many listeners died in this war then? Because I thought he was saying that they were at the front.
Yeah.
Or XFM listeners went, well, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to Iraq.
Well, the reason our listenership
Tell
went...
Zoe to tape it for me.
The reason our listenership went up is that just tells you who's listening to us. Cowards, yellow bellies, children, women,
People with fallen arches.
terrorists.
Oh dear. Yeah, it was quite a good meeting. Now I saw some...
So what exactly, is there anything I missed out on? Is it important
No, they
information?
just, it went down a little bit, except our show, which went up 34%.
Up 34%, but
Yeah,
no awards
remember
for that.
And then you went out afterwards, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to a bar to have a couple of drinks and that.
Yeah.
And then, a few of them went onto Stringfellas.
No, they didn't.
Well, some of them did. Zoe
Who?
did. Zoe and, a few of the office people and that. I went
Stringfellas.
Yeah.
To what? To watch lap dancing? To beat what?
Yeah, that's what goes on there, isn't it? I know, it's mad, isn't it?
I've never been to Stringfellows, I don't know what happens there.
But no. Why would they?
I don't know. I mean, I was talking to people about it the day after, and they said, "Oh, you missed out." I said, "Well, did I?" I said, "How does it work?" They said, "Well, you pay."
Never quite understood lap dancing. Never quite understood it. It's basically someone dancing naked, rubbing their arse in your face.
Yeah.
That's basically the gist of it, is it?
But you can't. The rules is you can't touch.
Do they do a home service?
I just think it's nearly. I've got to be careful what I say here, but it's sort of, I'm dissing Stringfellows or anything, but is that not sort of like one step down from prostitution?
That's such an antiquated. What are you, from the 19th century?
No, but I mean, what it's like. I don't quite understand it. Have you?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Because the thing is, I said, how does it work? They said, you pay 20 quid, you get some clean money, sort of like little vouchers that you stick in the knickers or whatever.
Oh God!
Clean money?
Yeah.
Disinfected money, okay.
They're just like vouchers.
Can you put loose change in there? Because I got a lot of that.
But,
I owe you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
20 quid it is.
Right.
And, I just don't get it, because, I mean, I'm not tight with money or anything, but
No.
you pay your 20 quid, they dance in front of you, but you're not allowed to touch, which to me is like going to a restaurant, ordering a nice big warm dinner, they put it in front of you, and it's like, well, you can't eat it, and you're saying, but it's going cold.
I love the idea of some bloke sitting in Stringfellows, businessman, right, space £20, there's an arse waving in his face, and he's going, can I not just, they go, don't touch, he goes, It's going cold! Look at it! It's going cold! Oh, that is brilliant. It's going cold.